you guys? Racy out here in Singapore, and you are listening to the Night Owl podcast. I'm so excited actually because, well, honestly, if you look back at all my episodes, when am I not excited, right? Probably irritating to hear me say that over and over. The point is, though, I'm kind of excited because this is something that is out of my comfort zone, and I stepped out on Instagram. Usually, I'm pretty modest, I'm pretty branded when it comes to my content, and I allowed someone to hijack my phone after we had a really heated discussion about the way people see each other and the way people go about fame, fortune, notoriety, sobriety, I don't know, any of those things on social media. So we were talking about the fact that some people, feel the need to have to cover up all the time, to be a specific way, to appear in such a manner that is appealing to the masses rather than just be themselves. And that's common in every situation, because let's look at our friendships, our relationships with our parents, our personal, professional relationships, our romantic relationships. There is some form of alteration that you've done so that you can fit in better, that you are more appealing, that you won't lose the person, that you basically extend that attention that you get from that particular person. So that's pretty damn common, although I'm trying really hard to fight for people to be more themselves, because then you kind of go through and find the right person faster rather than go through a bunch of heartbreak first, right? It's kind of like the long way, instead of just being yourself and trying really hard not to get swept up in what's popular or what's trending, so that you can be yourself no matter what. Anyway, so somebody was saying that, apparently people find me what is that word? Annoying and strange because I am not Singaporean. Like, by birth, I am Singaporean. Nationality, Singaporean. Obviously, the accent is a little more American because I've lived out in the States for about 20 years. And then the way I speak Tamil is a little more Sri Lankan. Yes, I know there are people out there that hate the word Sri Lankan, but Elam, Jaffna, whatever, it's still part of the country known as Sri Lanka. So if you look at all of my content, it's been very, very age appropriate, very PC, very respectable, because I want you to focus on the message. I don't want you to tune in because there's a mole above my lip, because you like the size of my biceps, because you're excited about, the curves of my body. Like, I don't want none of that. I want you to listen to the damn message, which is part of the reason I started with a podcast in the first place, because you have no choice but to just listen to the drone of my voice as I tell you what I think is going on in the world or what I've been encountering. So anyway, the hiccup for me, though, was they were like, you know what, I bet you can't do it, I bet you won't do it. And I was like, yeah, really? Watch my beer. I'll hold my beer. I'll do it in a couple of days when it fits my feed, because if you've noticed, my Instagram feed it's themed. So it's 3 columns and distinct branding on each column, and I do it in order, and it's fine. I enjoy that. It looks really neat, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I like how it looks. I'm proud of the way things are, and I kind of wish that I had not done it sometimes, because it means that I'm kind of restricted, or I need to post something else before I post the one that I want to post. So it's all good. Anyway, the point being that it's a branded, themed page, and it's very, very professional, and it's meant for mental health. And in that regard, I was already thinking about doing something a little more risque than normal to kind of, jolt the page a little bit and see if people actually respond or pay attention, if they still read the caption. It's basically the whole point of this exercise, challenge, whatever you want to call it. But the image being, the attention grabber. Usually I do my own images with like 1 or 2 words on the image itself for the post, and then the caption is the bulk or the meat of my content, right? I really want to make sure that people are listening and understand that there is help if they want it. And in so doing, in the course of this conversation anyway, so they were like, yo, I bet you wouldn't do this. Let me take a picture of you right now, and I'm gonna post it for you. And they gave me a time limit, and I didn't make it in the time limit, and they're like, just give me your phone. So they hijacked the phone, they posted with the caption that they wanted to post, which is so not me. It does not sound like me at all. But guess what? The picture blew up. So usually, because I'm not as consistent as I could be, usually I get about, I don't know, anywhere from 15 to 30, 40 likes maybe on a post. And that includes my IGTV. IGTV is a little bit higher because it is video. It trends a little bit better. And obviously video is a preferred method of delivering real content. But even then, I maybe hit like 100 tops as far as the IGTV posts. This particular picture is not revealing, but it's a lot more skin than I usually show. It is a full body shot, and it had a lot of attitude in the picture itself. So when they posted that and it was like a two-line caption talking about, what, me being hotter than the stove in the kitchen or some nonsense. Anyway, it was cute. They posted it according to what they thought would be fitting, and I let it be. I let it be for 24 hours. That was a challenge actually. I was going to take it down, but I let it go. I would have happily put it up in my stories, but they said nope, it needs to be in your feed. So I let them hijack the phone. I let them post and caption the picture, and then I had to let it go for 24 hours. So now here I am, almost 24 hours later, remarking about the fact that, it had a really wide audience reach, comments, likes. And I think it's interesting because there was a time where Instagram was like, oh yeah, we're going to get rid of likes and everything. But then how would they chase the metric? How would they chase who's popular? How would they get because Facebook owns Instagram, right? How would they get their advertising correct and know who to go after as far as collaborations and paid advertising, branding, stuff like that. So anyway, bottom line is 24 hours later, I have almost 200 likes. I have, I don't know, maybe 30 comments on the page, and I haven't gone back to respond to people. And honestly, it looks like everybody just came out the woodwork. And it's not people that I don't know. It's people that I know that are following me, that have been following me forever, but don't ever like or comment on my posts until it's something risque. But even then, I'm trying to figure out, well, I know how to get the attention. I know exactly how to get the attention, but that's not the attention I want. That's not the attention I want. I want people who are actually ready for change. I want people who actually think with their hearts and not with other organs. I want people who are ready to live that great life that they've been dreaming about since they were little kids, that happily ever after. I want people that want that. So I would say that the experiment was a success because it proved my theory that obviously I could get to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 followers if I wanted to, if I consistently post pictures of me. Half naked, fully naked, very, very revealing clothes, whatever. I could do that. I could definitely do that. I could do makeup tutorials. I could do fashion makeovers. I could, do sari shots all day long. And I'm sure I would get the reach that I wanted to if that was the goal. But the goal is not the reach. The goal is the impact. For me, it's not about how many people like me and how many people are following. It's about why they're following me. Obviously, you're still going to get some crackheads in the mix that are, just doing it because it looks good, or they, are looking for an opening to get intimate with somebody. But for the most part, on my page, there are people I physically know. There are people that are friends of people that I physically know, people that are mental health advocates or, just looking for some guidance in a turbulent mind. And I'm happy to be there. But this definitely proved that if I wanted to increase my reach and wanted to go after social media influencer status and wanted to create a situation where I had thousands and thousands of followers, I know exactly how to do it. It's not that I don't know. The fact is, that's not what I want. And while I was hesitant to let the person post, and then I was like anxious about taking it back down, I realized, nah, this is still a part of me. This is actually, an aspect of me that people don't get a chance to see very often, and they might as well see it. It doesn't really disrupt my feed that badly, but the point being that I need people to remember I'm still a person. I still have all of these sides to me. There are multiple personalities here, y'all. But with that being said, that you should never shy away from who you actually are. You should never shy away or hide all of those aspects. There are some things you keep private, but for the most part, that's still a part of you. That's still a side of you that you need to own at some point. So yes, I feel pretty good about myself. I like the way I look most days, but that's not the point of the post. And that was just an interesting experiment, I thought, and definitely proved me right. So we'll see how people respond to the next couple of posts after that now. Y'all take care, and I will catch you again soon. Bye.